Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. My name is Cass, I'm the host for the Notes section, and I'm here for you. Well, today we're going to do a review show on Wolverine. Well, I did Wolverine Origins. I got both the comic book and I got the actual book. Got the movie. The movie, a lot of people hates it because they consider that as the death of the X-Men franchise. Personally, my belief is that Last Stand was the death of the X-Men franchise. I hated Last Stand. That's the worst movie out of the entire lot. I once considered X-Men Origins Wolverine the worst of the lot, but I've only seen it once before, so I bought it because I feel like watching it only once and having a completely negative view of it throughout the movie was completely wrong of me. So I decided I'm going to watch it again to give it another shot. Okay, the story arc, if you do your research on the old school comics for Wolverine, this is actually pretty accurate to his story arc. Because the next one is going to be his Japan adventures, and that's one that a lot of people are going to be in love with. It's his Japan adventures, because that's whenever he really gets into his legendary style. And so this was his origins. This is one before he went legendary. So this is kind of a build up to his Japanese adventures, in which case is coming out, I believe, 2013. In this case, it's going to be an awesome movie. I hope all y'all will enjoy that. Now, let's get to some of the characters, in this case, they got absolutely wrong. Agent Zero. Agent Zero is the main focus of this one, because the fact that they basically made him Agent X without calling him Agent X. Agent X is supposed to be Asian, while Agent Zero is supposed to be German. The guy they got in there is the Asian guy, so therefore he is not Agent Zero, he's Agent X. So it completely ruined that whole scheme of the idea. They got him the right powers, they gave him right everything except for the fact that he's Asian, and that kind of drew me off guard. I did not like that, I did not enjoy that, that kind of made me go, ah! So no, they screwed him up. That's one character screwed up. Now, me and my friends, after the movie, we saw it in theaters, I was all PO because of Gambit, because Gambit's one of my favorite characters of all time. Because of the fact I live in Louisiana, and naturally I'm a fan of Louisiana characters. So, whenever they show Gambit and Cyclops, because of the fact that I'm used to the TV series, whenever Gambit and Rogue hooks up, and Rogue is younger than Cyclops, so it kind of freaked me out. But if you think about it, in this movie, Gambit is a little bit older than Cyclops, just like in the comic books, a few years difference. So, it actually kind of played out pretty well. So, it's like another character that I actually understand why they did it now, because of the fact that I'm a little bit older. Now, I'm going to leave the last character for the very end, because that's the character I'm going to be really, really harsh on Marvel. And the directors, the creators, designers, all of them, they're going to get a whooping because of how bad they did this character. So, next step, the graphics. Some of the time, the graphic designs are so obvious. You're like, oh, that's CGI. Obvious. It's like, it just drives you insane how obvious this stuff is in this movie. The CGI is the most obvious thing. You're like, you see something. Oh, you just got shot. Ah, CGI. Oh, you just got, oh, CGI. CGI. It's like, it took you out of the movie. One of the people I know had a bootleg version of it, and I was like, oh, the graphics are not done of it. It told me that it was the exact same style as in this. This was back whenever I was in high school, so I don't really know them anymore. But that's something I remember, is the fact that they told me it was exactly the same style as the actual movie. So, apparently, whenever they didn't finish their graphics, that means that they didn't went any further with the design. And they ruined the movie for a lot of people. That took me out of the film quite a bit. Now, the story arc, in particular, I'm going to jump on Sabretooth real quick. You got two different versions of Sabretooth so far in this X-Men series. You got the one from the original X-Men movie, and you got the one from X-Men Origins. I don't know about First Class. Like I said, I've never seen it. I'm going to buy it this week. So, then I'm going to do my review on First Class. Until then, I'm not going to do any review on First Class until I see it. You got two versions of Sabretooth. You got the one that looks like Sabretooth, but is a pushover. You got the one who has his personality type, but doesn't quite look like him from the comics. Know which one I prefer? that one. I prefer this movie to Sabretooth because the fact that I actually got an actor that could portray that type of personality type. He did it in so many other movies that it actually prevailed throughout this movie. He is a really great actor. Personally, I like him a lot. I've seen him in a couple movies. He always played the PO'd older brother, or just the angry individual entirely, which I guess he's really good at. Why else let him play that role? But yeah, he did really well in this movie. I like his personality type. He may not look like Sabretooth that I like in the comic books, in which case a lot of people prefer him to look like one of the comic books, but neither does Hugh Jackman with the actual Wolverine in the comic books. So, to say that, oh, he doesn't look like him, so he sucks, is completely wrong. He got the personality type perfectly down pat. Now, a lot of people I've been talking to said that, talking about Hugh Jackman, a lot of people love him as Wolverine, but in my opinion, is First Class was supposed to be either it was like in the middle. You don't know if it's a reboot of the series or is it a complete another part of the series. Whenever my friends told me that Hugh Jackman's in it, I was like, oh, it's just another part of the movie of this series, so it's not a reboot. So that's I'm okay with that. But then one of my friends also was like, hey, it's a reboot. So I was like, why did it have Hugh Jackman then? Because the fact that if you're going to have a complete reboot, then you need a completely new cast. You cannot have the same cast. Kind of like say, hey, Tobey Maguire, come over here. You could be Spider-Man, but we're doing a reboot of everybody else. Sorry, Kristen Dunst, we just want Tobey Maguire. I mean, that's completely stupid. Now, let's hit up the big issue. The Deadpool issue. Okay? Deadpool, this pissed me off. It pissed off a lot of fans. One second. Deadpool, okay. This is what it seemed like. Wade Wilson's character in the beginning of the movie, the Ryan Reynolds character, was perfectly done. That's his personality type. That's how he should have been throughout the entire movie. Then we get to the point where, oh, he's dead. In the comic books, he was dying of cancer. I wish they would have actually said that. Told, like, one of the characters, like, yeah, Wade died of cancer. Because then at least it would work along with the storyline for Deadpool. But no one brought up the cancer idea. In which case, that would have been another thing they could have brought from the comics into the movie series. Instead of just making him the Deadpool. The pool. I mean, that was completely stupid. Now, going forward in time, we get around the ending. Get around that ending time. Right whenever he gains whenever they decided to add up all the powers into him. And they get a different actor because Ryan Reynolds didn't do the final scene. That's a fun thing. Ryan Reynolds played Wade Wilson. He did not play the Deadpool character in this movie. Fun fact. Now, whenever they actually got him into the whole Deadpool body mode and all that, it seemed like they just decided, hey, you know what? Deadpool, you've been a good child this year. So Santa's going to give you all your mutant wishes that you want. Oh, really? Yeah, Deadpool. What do you want? I want laser eyes. Got that. I want to teleport without my belt. Got that. I want Wolverine skin and the claw thingy. We can't give you the claw thingy, but we could put your katana into your arm and make it come out like a claw thingy. Make you look like a Baraka off of Mortal Kombat. Oh, I like Mortal Kombat. Yeah, let's do that. That's what it seemed like. That's totally what it seemed like. It seemed like they just gave him every single thing that Deadpool wanted. And just put him into one giant thing, in which case it became William Stryker's little toy. He's like, ha ha ha, I got a Deadpool toy. AB. It seemed like a computer game. Basically, it seemed like Stryker was playing in video games with Deadpool's body. Deadpool was his toy, and that's what it seemed like. Wade Wilson's personality type. But it does help with that special ending in the very, very end, where Deadpool like going, here. That whole part, when he was talking to the audience, he broke the fourth wall. I believe that the whole computer system inside of his head allowed him to break the fourth wall due to the fact that he's mentally insane. due to the fact that mine was connected to the system inside of the building. So that whole thing worked perfectly. It worked. So that is my opinion. Now, that's my opinion of X-Men Origins Wolverine. What's yours? Please give me a heads up and join me, talk to me, Facebook me. Anything you want to do, I'm here. That's my X-Men Origins Wolverine edition. See y'all later. And now I'm coming close to say the words of goodbye. Fadogan to you too. Bye bye.